back to Japan this weekend?
I'm leaving Thursday, so I'm leaving in 2 days to cover Rizin 18, which is going to be a stacked show. Not too many big names per se for people on this side of the earth, but there are some good names. I mean, Horiguchi's main eventing against one of the Asakura brothers, which is going to be fantastic. Takeo Mizugaki is someone you guys know, Manel Cape. He's there. The best atomweight in the world, Ayaka Amasaki, she's defending her title, so that's going to be pretty much fun there. And then there's other good fights. Justin Scoggins, a guy we know well on the show here, so there's going to be some fun fights. A lot of kickboxing. There's 3 kickboxing fights. There's another fight for the lightweight Grand Prix, so we'll get into that a little later on. But yeah, I am leaving on Thursday. They gave me 2 Rizin shirts. They gave Frank and I 2 Rizin shirts.
Yeah,
they're T-shirts, Sean, and they are the heaviest T-shirts I've ever worn in my life. I am literally sitting in my air-conditioned office upstairs, sweating.
They look hardy.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing.
Yeah.
You know those materials that are like what kind of material is it? Because there's some like really good material that's like heavy, and then there's some that's like, okay, well, I can tell they mass-produced these. What has Rizin got going on?
I didn't check the labels, but I put it on for the first time before the show. I saved this black one for this show specifically. I'll wear the white one on the plane on the way to Nagoya. Actually, we're not going to Tokyo, but I was not expecting them to be this heavy, Sean. I am legit telling you, I'm sweating here. You're going to see me wiping my upper lip here because I'm just kind of like, what is going on here? So, but good high quality stuff, obviously.
So you mentioned the Rizin show. Takeo Mizugaki is on the show. You have Hamasaki. You have Kyoji Horiguchi. There are a couple kickboxing fights, not a couple. There's a few. There's a lightweight GP opening or qualifying round fight as well. But some decent names on this show. Horiguchi, of course, is appointment viewing for me. I don't care who he fights. Joe, if he fought a cardboard cutout, I'd probably watch it. It'd probably be entertaining. And I'm a big supporter of his, and I really admire his work in the cage. What are you looking forward to on this show?
Oh, well, John Wayne Parr. I get to call a John Wayne Parr fight for the first time ever. So who doesn't like John Wayne Parr? The guy's a complete gong show. He's
still doing it at 43, man.
Yeah, right. Like the guy is just unbelievable. But he's quite the character. Obviously, has quite the skill. He's looking to get that victory, man. He really wants to get that victory. He's got 99 wins to his career.
Yeah. Well,
he wants to get that 100th win.
We almost have to say this. I mean, I'm sure that he wants it on his record, but this guy has over 130 kickboxing fights, like I think over a dozen boxing fights, and he's one of those last few people that we're able to say on this show, fights that we know of, Joe, because he was around long before video evidence was around for all the fights.
That's for so many different fighters as well. I mean, Masvidal is one of them that comes to mind. Anyone from the Shooter Box Academy. Did you ever see that Shogun video of him when he was really young fighting at a house party? They got gloves and they were in the lobby, right? There's a staircase to the right. Or so if you're looking at the screen, there's a staircase to the right. People are basically sitting on the stairs, and they basically did rounds with some guy, and they were going at each other hard, like knockout stuff. I was like, whoa, okay. So there's anyone from the Shooter Box back then has way more fights than you'll see on their record for sure.
So that's Rizin. Joe will be there, so you'll have a fightful presence. Frank Trigg calling the action with you?
No, it's going to be Ben Wynn. Frank Trigg Ben Wynn's a good character. Frank has I think he's going to be wrapping up a stunt shoot. I don't know if it's Hawaii 5-0, but they're not going to be able to end it in time to board a plane to get to Nagoya. So he's going to have to step away with this one here. So it'll be me and Ben Wynn. A lot of guys know Ben Wynn from the UFC days, and of course he fought Horiguchi. Apparently, he's just a nice guy. He's a nice guy, but he's a bit of a character. Very well educated as well. So it might be a different flavor, but give me a fight or two with Ben Wynn. I will make sure that I break him down and bring some comedic flavor and get those typical Rizin themes by the third or fourth fight when we realize that some of these answers that the fighters give us are absolutely hilarious. So it could be someone afraid of cats, someone afraid of ghosts. It could be a theme of people only eating cucumbers before fights. Who knows? It's Rizin.